Yes, to the armor, very Roman. Who are you, sir? Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka GeekXX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to Vinland Saga. We're now on season 1, episode 12, which is called The Land on the Far Bank. So in the last episode, we saw Askeladd kick off his plan to basically collect a double bounty, one for taking out Thorkel and also, basically opening up London and also returning Prince Canute. And we see for the most part he was successful. Ragnar and Canute are now in his employ and most of Ragnar's men have been scattered or taken out. And Thorkel got a chance to tell Thorfinn that he knew his father. So that's something that I think is going to motivate Thorfinn to make sure he gets a chance to speak to him before what I feel like is going to be an inevitable fight. We'll have to see. But I'm ready to jump into the episode, so let's do that. But just before I do, if you'd like to know when I drop these episodes, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. All right, that out of the way, let's get into the episode right now. Just slide down into the boat like you're not there. Askeladd, please don't kill this man. He's just fishing.
あんた方はデエンジンですな。なかなか達者なイングランド語を話されるが、私の国の訛りに似ている。
Which country is that?
元老のどなたかへ大至急。リディアの子、アシュラットからとお伝えいただきたい。
Son of Lydia. What happened to son of Olaf? Run away, old man, and never come back. And when did Askeladd learn English?
なぜ進軍を止める？トルケルに追いつかれてしまうぞ。
Thorkel chasing you?
物音を立てない決まりだ。
The ear? No, those two ears.
耳？
The size of those things.
歩いて一日の距離だ。
マジかよ耳。つい昨日は2日の距離だっつってたじゃねえ
Guess
か。
they're not sleeping. Just hit me.
馬だ。丘の上、2機。
Is ear blind? Did I just notice that now 12 episodes in? That would explain why you can hear so well.
それまでは逃げ回りましょうや。は？援軍？
I mean, he's son of Lydia now, so who could that be? Not Askeladd having English blood that he didn't tell us about. It's true, they did say these are sailing folk. They're not used to all this walking, man. Let the boat do the work.
みんな動揺してるぜ。知った説明してやれよ。
Okay, union representative.
なんだよ。他に用がねえならお前も寝ろ。
He said, shoe fly.
ここ数日ちょっと変だぜ。何考えてる？
Oh, you think we're close like that?
そいつがどんな奴なのか、大物か小物か、利口かバカか、パッと面見ただけで。
Not getting any type of manly vibes, hmm?
ああ、まあ女みてえな面だよな。
So?
これからだ。ん？これからって。よし、起きろ野郎ども。
But we just fell asleep.
トルケルに追いつかれんぞ。
マジかよ。
Yes, for real. The other army's catching up because they're only taking power naps, Yos. Let's go. England does love to rain. In fact, all this dry weather has been a blessing for y'all. Ah, fog. That's not terrifying.
すぐそこまで来てる。
ああ、分かってる。このままじゃ追いつかれちまうぞ。分かってるって。じきに援軍。
You just gotta trust he's got a plan. Oh Lord, not the shadowy figures on the bridge. Turn around. Where's Thorfinn been?
援軍って。あれか。
They might be enough.
霧の魔物じゃねえだろ。
An illusion. Or like we're that hungry and tired, we might be hallucinating.
久しいな。アシュラット。
You look like a priest. Hey, how come they get boats? Okay, when you got that whole flair with the cape, though. Yes, to the armor, very Roman. Who are you, sir? How does Askeladd know Romans?
ありゃ、ノルドの船じゃねえよ。流灯がなかった。なんかボテッとした船
Kind
だ
of
った。
pudgy, cute.
まあ何にしろトルフィンたちの足跡をたどることはで
Oh,
きな
he's
くなった。
following Thorfinn.
川向こうの住人は
イングランドからデンマークに寝返ったってことですか？
I wouldn't go that far.
寝返るも何もこの川の向こうはそもそもイングランドじゃねえんだぜ。
Germany?
ウェールズってんだ。
Wales. Sorry. What am I saying? My geography, not with me right now.
アシェラッドの救援要請に応じたのはそんな小王国の一つだった。
Askeladd's got connections.
色を行けばゲインズバラへ帰れるというわけだ。いえ、こっからはまた陸路です。
Nani?
この国にとって空戦3隻や貴重な戦
It's
力
not
なんです。
ours, thank you.
めれば100人くらい。ダメです。わがまま有効は置いていきますよ。
Boop. You said, I'll leave you appoint yourself here.
この地の民は我々を恨んでる。これ以
What's your
上
problem?
殿下の恩義を危険にさらすわけにはいかん。
His Highness is gonna have to buckle up. Okay, it's a man's voice. I was wrong.
それでも心配だとおっしゃるなら、トロフィー。
Finally.
勝手に決めんじゃねえよ。
誰が
Okay.
小さいが腕は立ちます。
He's been making a decision for you since you were like 6. Let it go. Aw,
メンチってどうすんだよ、お前はよ。
that's a playmate, Thorfinn. Be nice. Make friends.
ゲインズバラに着いたら相手し
Well,
てや
that
る。
goalpost moved again, huh?
こちらはモルガンクーグ王国の将軍、グラテアヌス殿。我らの道案内をしてくださいます。
Thank you.
目に力がない。
Damn.
本当に時代のイングランドを滑るものか。
Listen, kings don't go out to war.
誓われよ。イングランドの王となった暁には、決してウェールズには干渉。
That's a fair deal. He's speaking to you. Canute, that's you. Hello? God, he's a baby.
そなたらが船3隻を提供するならば、
私は王子本人に
Yeah,
聞
can
い
the
て
prince
い
not
る
use
の
his
だ。
own voice? We heard it. I'm talking about birds. Speak up, Canute.
血が聞けるとでも思うとるんか。田舎もんめが。
You have the nerve calling anyone a country bumpkin, sir. They honestly should toss you out of your butts.
山道かよ。トルケルよりは山道の方が。
He is like, have you not seen that man literally throw a boulder 600 miles? Like, can we not?
いやまあこれといって価値のありそうなものは
Oh
なか
God,
っ
the
た。
dirty hair.
いましたねってそんなあっさり。
He's a...
あんた女に興味ないん
Okay, they don't know.
愛なくしては金も銀も美女もすべて無価値だ。
Oh, look at you being all poetical when you're drunk.
ほんとわけわかんねえな。
You're gonna have to break it down like they're 5. They're not exactly brainiacs in this group. Most of them probably never had any type of education.
続けてくれよ今の話。
Oh, we got a convert.
締められてきた。お前たちデンジンが黙らせてくれるならば。
They said enemy of my enemy is my friend.
あれがお前のかアシェランド。
Does Askeladd look like the kind of guy who follows a king? Truly?
我らは誇りあるブリタニアの末裔だ。
Hold on one second. Let me see that again. I think I missed what he was trying to say.
申し分はありません。あとはまあ若さに期待しています。
Is he insinuating that Canute is in Thor's blood? What? I mean, Thor's did a lot of rampaging back in the day. It's very possible he took women, but... Who are you now? These haircuts.
面白い。グラテアヌス殿。
It's an ambush.
気づいたか。
They're aligning with England.
どうしたトロフィー。
His spidey senses are tingling. Everyone got shields up? What is happening? What in God's name?
行くぞ。
Is this your village? What's going on? What's going on? Of course is why every damn time! They did nothing to you! Maybe get down, because you don't... Just get down, Canute, please. Thorfinn's like, gonna kill you first, then use his arm to beat you to death. Whoo, an ambush. How? Because at this point, I'm gonna believe that Mr. Welsh did not betray them. So who did? Who did? Unless someone, yeah, interesting. All right, that was a good episode. I definitely got a bit confused at the end. I'm trying to figure out what's happening with the old man at the village with the slaves. He looks shocked to see that happening. So I'm not sure what that's about, but I'm guessing it's going to feed into another episode. But yeah, in this episode, we see there wasn't too much, honestly. We just saw that Askeladd's guys were basically trying to stay one step ahead of Thorko, who we now know is not actually out there for Canute. He wants to get to Thorfinn, which is understandable. I think he just, probably does want to fight him again, but he wants to talk to him. So that's really what's going on. And we see that Askeladd, ever planning, realizes that they're not going to be able to do another fight in their current condition, and definitely with Canute not able to fight. So it turns out he's got some allies in Wales. And my guess is that it's a trading thing. I mean, we know that as pirates, Askeladd's been around for a while. This is an interesting alliance because we see that most of the men, again, we don't know how long these men that he's got have been working with him, but Mr. Berserker had no idea that he had friends in Wales. So I'm thinking that this is either something that's either older than when he started working with them, but either way, it shows that Askeladd is not close to even the closest of his men. He keeps a lot to his vest. But anyway, he's saying that they're going to get to returning the prince. They're just going to have to go by land from Wales. It's going to be a long march, but they are going to have to go through other Welsh kingdoms to get up there. And basically in return, he's saying he wants Prince Canute to guarantee that when he's crowned as king, he won't ever invade their kingdom. And again, that makes sense. If you know the history between England and Wales, like I said, it was not a fun one. And even to this day, even though there is no longer any issues of invasion, you know, if you talk to a lot of British people and Welsh people, there's still some tensions. Let's just say that the overall sentiment has never completely gone away. But anyway, we didn't see much of Thorfinn, shockingly enough, in this episode. He really didn't pop up until later on when he's been assigned with taking care of Canute. And my guess is that him and Canute are supposed to be fairly close in age. I'm thinking probably only off by a couple of years. And I just thought it was hilarious that when Thorfinn saw him, he just glared like, like a feral dog. And poor Canute literally yipped and jumped behind Ragnar. I'm like, oh my God, this boy is so soft. And it is a boy. I'm sorry. I thought maybe it was a girl because that would have been a really cool plot twist. But I kept thinking, though, how would that be hidden all these years? Like, that's a very hard secret to keep, especially with the Danes. I mean, if it was another society like the Brits or the French that were highly conservative at that time, you know, covered up a lot, that might have worked. But, you know, in Dane society, they'd be bathing naked in their hot springs and stuff all the time. Like, they didn't care about that kind of stuff. So anyway, it turns out Canute is in fact a boy, but he's very, as you can see, like he's such a soft boy. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're going to be a king of Danes, it's not considered to be an attractive trait. So yes, just very soft, very delicate, more concerned with birds in the sky than figuring out what's going on with this war and literally hiding behind Ragnar for everything. So yeah, it's not inspiring these men to feel like that they should follow or be under the rule of someone like that. They're all like, I don't know if we think he's capable of it. But Askeladd, you know, according to the Berserker, has been acting some type of way since seeing his face. I thought it was because of the feminine features, which I think is part of it. We you know, they said it, he looks like a girl, but we see now that he was talking to the leader of the Welsh kingdom, and he said, is that guy really going to be your king? And Askeladd said he comes from a good bloodline, and then he had a flash of Thor. So, or Thor's, I should say. So, is he trying to say that Canute is somehow related to Thor's, or that Thor's comes from a royal bloodline? Like, I'm trying to figure that out. Like, is he trying to say, because as I said, if you look at Thor's, is it Ylva? Ylva looks like Canute. Like, if you look at the drawings, they're pretty close in the way that they look. And even Thorfinn, before he started getting all raggedy, like, they have a look. And so I'm wondering if maybe what threw Askeladd off is that when he saw Canute, it reminded him that that's what Thorfinn looked like before he got all rugged. And maybe he's thinking that, I don't know, it's just an interesting flash. I'm sure we'll get more explanation, but it sounds like Askeladd has got some investment in protecting Canute now. And maybe it's because Canute looks so delicate and in need of protection, but I don't think he's going to lightly let the prince be hurt at this point. And we see that, as I said, poor Thorfinn has been stuck with a babysitting job with someone who I think, honestly, he should probably try to talk to and maybe develop a level of kinship, since they're probably around the same age, but they've obviously lived very different lives. And so he feels like they're just not even remotely the same. But anyways, they were on their way to get to this next country, or this next kingdom, and they were stopped. And it looks like there's an ambush going on. So I'm not sure who betrayed who or why, but we're just going to have to find out in the next episode, which I'm looking forward to. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please show some love, and I'll see you in the next one.